Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? This is Malika L. Anderson, Black at you again. Glad you could be here with me today for Lunch and Learn. And I think it's like right around 1 o'clock. I might be in here a little early today. It's actually 12:59. So we got a little bit of time to do a little bit of the preliminaries and let people get in. Okay, we got Stevie Polo in the building. What's up, Stevie? How you doing today? Okay, I guess you want to join us today. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to invite a few of our friends. Let's get as many ladies as we can in here today, guys, okay? Because I'm going to be going in on this subject, creating a real sisterhood, and we're going to get into some deep topics today. So Harold, I see we got Harold Hightower in here today. Hello, Howard. How are you? How are you, everybody who's joining us? I'm going to invite a few of our friends in here today. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, invite friends. So I'm going to invite a few of our friends in here today. Some of our friends that usually join us. Let's see who we can invite. Yeah, we got a free. I'm going to hit up a few of my girls who are usually home, during the day. And for everybody else, all of you other beautiful souls, you can, you can check us out on the replay. How is that? I'm a little early today. I can't even believe it. Okay. All right. I got y'all in here. Today. All right, who else came in the building? Okay, I tagged a few people, so hopefully we will get some people in here. Let me know if all the sound and everything is correct. And we're just going to go in today. I'll go through the little preliminaries while we are waiting today. For all of you who don't know, this is Tuesday. We do what we call, hey, what's up, my sis? We do a Tuesday class. I do it. It's called in the HerBalance Classroom. And we talk about different various subjects, mostly relating to how we can live the most authentic version of our lives possible. So every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I come and we have these lunch and learn, what I call conversations. And sometimes you email me things and you let me know what you want to talk about. And then other times, I just come up with these things based on what you talk to me about. And then we kind of decide what we want to talk about from there. But today is really, really important, y'all. I think it's important. So this is a ladies' conversation. We don't exclude the men. You can certainly be in here, but I want to specifically talk to the ladies today. And we are talking about how to create a real sisterhood. All right. We're going to be talking about sisterhood, HOOD. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Malika L. Anderson, and I am the founder of HerBalance and the creator. This always happens. This is like a mirror when you get in here. The creator of HerBalance Naturals, which is a natural and organic beauty and wellness company. And you can find out all that information about the company on my website. I am going to try to, type it in here for you so you have it. I'm going to put it in here right now, y'all. It's herbalancenaturals.com. And you can always go there and you can find out any information you need to find out about the products that we supply on there. If you want to connect with me, this is important. And then I'm going to stay with me now. And then I'm going to move into what we're going to move into. What's up, Melissa? How you doing, my sis? So if you need to connect with me, I'm going to tell you the best way to do it. I'm on Facebook and I'm on Twitter. We post on there all the time. We post on Instagram continuously, but Instagram is the place that I probably frequent the most. So if you want to connect with me, it's probably best to do it. Look, my bracelet, I didn't even put it on. I'm putting it on now. It's probably best to do it with me over there. Make sure that you're connected with me everywhere, though, because sometimes I drop announcements and it just goes down like that. Now, let me tell you why we're going to talk, some of what we're going to talk about today. Okay, we're going to get right into it. Whoever comes in the room late, you can just go back, hit replay. Make sure you hit replay and let me know where you are from If you see me looking down, I'm looking into my notebook because I'm so excited about what I got to share with you today. And if you got to jump off, I'm letting you know at the end, I'm going to be dropping an important announcement. Now, I said the announcement was going to come out 7 p.m. tonight. But for those of you who stay and stick around to the end, you're going to be able to hear it first. What's up, DT? So it looks like I got more people coming into the classroom. I'm going to slide the comments over. You know how we do it. It's our custom. I'm just going to go through my whatever. You can put up questions and comments or whatever you want, and then I'll slide back through. What's up, Nikidra? Everybody's in the building today. I'm happy. I love y'all, and let's go. Let's get it. What are we talking about today? All right, we are talking about creating a real sisterhood. That's right, a real sisterhood, not this fake. And if you're sensitive, one more disclaimer, you sensitive to a few cuss words, you might want to skip on out of here because, I might drop a few little ones, and I don't want to offend nobody. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, it's just, an expression of, they just words, y'all. You know what I mean? And anyway, so we're talking about creating this real sisterhood today. And we're talking about that specifically because there's a lot of people, and I'm all for the Black family. I'm for the promotion of healing the Black man, the Black woman, and ultimately the Black family, us as the people, the God-like people, right? And so there's a lot of talk going on outside of our communities about the problems that we have. You always hear it. It's like Black women can't get along with each other, and Black women, come on, what are some of the things they say about us? Black women can't get along with each other. We got too much mouth. We're too cliquey. We're too this. We're too that. Drop some of the things that people say in and outside our community as to why we can't create real relationships as Black women. Some of the things that you hear that people are saying. So I'm not going to waste time going through all of the problems. We understand that there are problems. There are many problems that we may or may not have. I am what you call results-oriented person, a results-oriented person, right? I'm about results. We're going to talk about the problems, but we're also going to talk about some of the solutions and why or where these problems derive from. So I think the first thing, let's pack this out, unpack this and break it down. I think the very first thing that we got to understand, I just saw Riri pop up. What's up, Riri? How you doing? I see some of y'all little faces popping up, coming into the hello. I acknowledge you all. Thank you so much for being here. I'm honored that you let me speak into your life today because it's a very important subject, not just one I picked out of a hat, something that laid on my spirit very heavily. And I'm so excited that the time is here that I get to push this out. It's like a whole birthing process, and I get to give birth to this today. What I believe is just a divine occurrence that has come to me to speak this to our women, right? Because I believe that I am called to our women, to the melanated woman, to the colored woman, to the Black woman, to the Asiatic Black woman, whatever you want to say, however you want to be categorized, right? So a real sisterhood. What is a real sisterhood? That's the first thing I think we have to understand when we are talking about a sisterhood. A sisterhood is not because I call you sis, you my sister. That's not a real sisterhood. A sisterhood is not just because I get involved with your MLM or some networking opportunity and we hit each other up every time we have sales or something like that. A sisterhood is not, I see you once a year at your annual conference and, that is not a real sisterhood. And there's a lot of this going on in our community and it's a lot of bullshit. I'm just going to throw it out there, right? And it needs to stop. And we have to understand first, in order to create a real sisterhood and sisterhood opportunities, what a real sisterhood is. And a lot of us don't understand how to do that. Check it out, because we've been dysfunctional for so long. We've been moving off of information that's not true in our own lives for so long. And we have had unhealthy relationships in our own lives with biological sisters, other sisters outside of the community that, weren't real sisters or didn't act like real sisters. And we perpetuate this behavior as we go forth, and we put it under the guise of, a real sisterhood. A real sisterhood is not even, I go to my mosque, or I go to my church, or I go to, wherever I go, and, I see y'all on Sunday or on Saturday or for Bible study or whatever it is. Just because I do those things and I engage in those things doesn't make me your sister and doesn't make you my sister. Okay, so I'm going to break this down and tear it all apart today and shatter all the myths and the lies so we can get back to doing what we know and what we understand that needs to be done. Now, if you dropping off, that's because you ain't about that real. You ain't about that real. You want to hear some flattery words, some wonderful lies that make you feel good so you can continue doing the same shit that you've been doing. But we're not going to do that. If we are going to move forward, if we're going to teach our daughters, if we're going to impart real information into their lives, then you got to first my sis, keep it real with your damn self. All right. How you loving me and you ain't even loving you? That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. So this real sisterhood that we're creating and that we need to develop in this time, in this society, right? You probably saw in the title, I talked about things like how do we create and develop a real sisterhood in today's society, because we're living in a different dispensation and time. And a lot of us are operating off of the old rules, the old guard, the old way, of doing things. And we bring in that old behavior into a new time, and we're failing miserably at trying to create real relationships. And I want to bring up to you and help you to remember some of our sisterhoods of yesteryear. A lot of our sisterhoods, this is what was revealed to me, and I think it's so important. A lot of the sisterhoods that was of yesteryear consisted of bonding. Those sisters bonded. They was wrapped around activism. There was a lot of activism around sisterhood. There was advocacy, and there was building. All of the sisters of yesteryear that were in some type of partnership. I'm talking about the Black Panther Party. I'm talking about other organizations. I'm talking about the women of the NOI. I'm talking about strong women that we had in the church. I'm talking about women that came out of the Marcus Garvey movement. I'm talking about the yesteryear woman. All of their activities, if you look around them, was around bonding. It was around bonding. It was around activism. I'm going to say it again. It was around advocacy, and it was around building. So how can you have or call ourselves having a real partnership in today's society when we're not bonding? That's what's missing. There is no bonding anymore. There's no activism anymore, not collectively. We might have individual activism, individual advocacy, individual building, but now it's time for the collective to come together. We must return back to this way of doing things in order to build a real sisterhood, because there is a great awakening happening within our communities. I'm going to put the comments back on, guys. There's a great, hey, everybody who came in the building. Hey, everybody, DT, what's up? Damon, what's up? Tina, what's up? Riri, what's up? Who else? We got more people coming up. Vivian, what's up? What's up, Dennis? Gotta stop and say hello to my people. Robin came in. What's up, Robin? How you doing? Sally came in. Peaches came in. Kendall came in. How you doing, Kendall? Tina came in. So hey to everybody. And we talking about this recreating sisterhood and real sisterhood in today's dispensation of time. So we must return back to those women that I told you about. It was all around back then, right? Everyone who was included in that old sisterhood, that way of doing things. Because I don't believe in throwing the baby away with the bathwater. Now, yes, we do have to change. And yes, we do have to tweak some things. And yes, we have to become better versions of ourselves. All of us as women, yes, we have to love ourselves better. Yes, we have to treat ourselves better in all of those things, but we also cannot throw out what worked for us before. And I think with this great awakening of brown people, black people, waking up again, coming back to ourselves, wanting to return back to our natural selves, then we have to take some of the things that worked before and implement them into today's time. I always believed I was a bridge, right? I was a bridge between what was and what is, and kind of help people to bridge the gap between what was and what is, standing in between. What's up, Catherine? Standing in between to Corey. How you doing, babe? Keith, how you doing? Standing in between two generations. But now I understand I stand in between many generations, crying loud and sparing not. You understand what I'm saying? So I think what we need to do, if I were to think about this and put this into context in building this new sisterhood, is first we got to be deprogrammed. Deprogrammed from the bullshit, the lies, even the lies that your mama told you, that your grandma told you, the disknowledge, the disinformation, the ignorance, whatever got passed down that wasn't good. Deprogramming ourselves from that. We need to do that. And then we have to reteach the information, the good information, the right information, the correct information. We got to reteach and we got to retrain these women out here. We cannot continue to make excuses for ourselves, our daughters, and everybody else around us. We have to retrain with the correct information, the proper information. You understand what I'm saying? So deprogramming has to happen. Reteaching has to happen. Retraining has to happen. And most of all, action has to happen. A lot of those women of yesterday, I'm thinking about the women, I'm just using them today as an example of the Black Panther Party, right? In their activism that they stood for, in their advocacy that they stood for. They was about their business. They was about action, about implementing, about by any means necessary. So we have to begin to implement the information. Knowledge is power, right? We can have all this knowledge. And that's what I think is a big problem with us women of today, especially women of color. We got knowledge, but we don't got no application, practical application. We're not using the wisdom. We're not taking the knowledge and applying it to our lives and it becoming applied wisdom. We're not taking that experience and making it work for us. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to begin to implement that. I always tell my daughters, my bio daughters, my spiritual daughters, all my little mentees out here, listen, don't do what I do. Right? You can't not don't do what I do. Don't just watch what I say. I tell them, watch what I do. Watch my smoke. Watch my action. Watch my results. Measure me by my fruit. What I'm actually doing. Because we could be doing all this. We got the gift of that, right? We yap. But we need to do, have more of. I've been talking about that all year, how we need to implement more of what we do know. Tina said, wisdom. What's up, Tina? I said what's up already, but what's up again, Tina? Deborah came in the room. Sheila came in the room. Michelle came in the room. You might be like, Malika, why do you stop and you be acknowledging everybody? That's because when you come into a room, you want to be acknowledged. I'm not going to ignore you. You are my people. Y'all are my people. We are we're building and we're recreating, and I'm even doing that, recreating a sisterhood. And we're going to talk about that next. We're going to talk about why everyone needs to be included in this new paradigm. It's a new paradigm. It's beyond a level. Okay. We are in a new paradigm of thinking, because it all starts up here. Before you're doing anything, you're thinking about doing it, right? So it's our thinking that needs to change, the model that needs to be changed. I'm all about implementing new models of success, whether it be in business, whether it be in life, whether it be financially or spiritually. We must implement these new models of success in order to be successful. Because otherwise, I don't want to hear the bullshit. Don't come to me with the excuses. I don't want to hear it. Don't come to me with the problems. I don't want to hear it unless you're ready to build and unless you're ready to talk about real solutions. It's about positivity over here and uplifting humanity. And that's what I am called to do. We can only do our parts. For me, my part is I've been called to women. I knew that from a young girl, 10 years old, and I've been out here grinding ever since, doing what I'm called to do. I don't try to be called to nobody. I know who I am called to, what I'm put in the earth to do. That's kind of, my purpose, part of my purpose, which is why, what's up, Mike? Which is why I am so passionate about it, which is why I could speak to you about it, but yet I can be about it. So everyone is included in the movement. I was talking to one of my daughters this morning. I was saying, when I talk about the sister, I'm talking about not the sister. I'm talking about the sister, the sisterhood. And I'm going to break down hoods for you, because hood is your hood, where you live, where you're at, your neighborhood, your organization, your community, your culture. Those are our hoods. Do you understand what I'm saying? Not just a geographical place that you live. So everyone has to be included. It can't just be a big I's and little U's. And what do we do with our sisters like in the actual hood? Do we throw them away? What do we do with our sisters who are not so eloquent? What do we do about our sisters who are not so polished? What do we do about our sisters who, don't have as much knowledge, don't have any information? What do we do about our sisters who don't have the education? Do you just discard them? Do you just throw them away? Do you just say we don't need them? No, we need everybody. I think the difference between now and then was it took a village. It really took a village, right? I was raised by a village. A lot of you in my age range, right, were raised by a village. It took a village to raise, the men and the women of society in the Black community. And we got to get back to that village mentality of taking care of one another, of caring for one another, of caring what happens to one another. So I was having this conversation with the daughter, right? And we were talking about that. And I was saying, a lot of women think that we should discard these women who may not have, I don't like to put them in classes, but who may not be as socially acceptable. You understand? And her being a young woman and being very influenced by media and music and different things like that. It's like, oh, those women are trashy, or those young girls don't know about nothing, and we continue to either label them or put them in a box or cast them away. And so we got to get back to the village mentality of building these real sisterhoods, within our hoods, you know what I'm saying? Not just our geographical hoods, but that too, within our organizations, within our communities, within our clubs, within our social statuses, within our classes, within everything that we have, all of the tools and all of the resources. That's how you rebuild. That's how they did it in other cultures. That's how we did it way before, back when. So I believe that we have to get back to that, because we all come from, okay, you hear some people say, well, Malika, don't say we Black, because, we not Black. I'm not talking about Black just being, a color. Because if you know anything about Black, every color comes from Black. The essence of all that there ever is, will be, and ever will be. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the essence of the people of who we are. And if you don't know yourself, you don't love yourself, then you cannot go forward in building anything, let alone a real sisterhood. How you do real sisterhood starts with you. It starts with me. It starts right where you are at. And I know that I am going to do that. I am going to do that. I am determined to do that, to rebuild in this hour. And hey, if we got two, I'm going for it. What's up, Troy? What's up, Regina? Alice and Crystal and Priscilla. All right, all y'all who just came in the room. And then a whole bunch more who I can't even see. I'm only streaming from one device today, y'all. I was going to go live with Instagram and Facebook, but I'm not going to do that. I'll just upload this to my YouTube page later. So what I was saying is these hoods, right? Rebuilding in these hoods, our organizations, our communities, our cultures, doing the real work instead of just talking about the real work, instead of just showing up. Look, that's a problem with us. We show up, we look real cute, we talk real good, but we ain't doing no damn work. How I know we ain't doing no damn work? Because there ain't nothing getting done. We ain't changing. We ain't moving. These young girls ain't coming out the street. They ain't singing, stop singing songs about ding-a-ling-a-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's the best they could do in today's world. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. And you telling me, Malika, don't say nothing, or just be quiet, or just sit in the corner, or just act like a nice little Negro. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cry loud. Like I said, I'm going to spare. Now I'm going to pull some of these girls out of the streets, out of the cults, out of the society, whatever. I work in all different types of arenas, doing all different types of things. If it's a girl that needs to be saved, I'm going in, damn it. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to rebuild community. I want us to start thinking about how we're going to rebuild community and how we're going to build real sisterhoods. You may not build sisterhood the way that I do it, because you don't have my personality. You don't have my, my talent or my skill set or whatever God has given me. Or I don't want to get into that. Okay, let me retract that. I don't want to say whatever God has given me. I'll just say whatever I feel was divinely given to me. That's more politically correct, right? Because I don't want y'all to get all into that. Y'all can break off and go just a whole nother direction. Y'all know how you can do. All right. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing religion and we ain't doing politics. I'm talking about something deeper. I'm talking about a spiritual aspect that I believe that exists within us as melanated people, and especially us as women, as the life givers, that we've been given life to give life. Is to give life, not just to have it, or not just to receive it, but to give it. So we have to begin to give it. I really believe that the kindness needs to come back. The compassion needs to come back. Am I my sister's keeper? That needs to come back. The bartering system needs to come back. Maybe you got something that I don't got. Or maybe you got something that you need that you can give to me that I need. We can exchange. It's not always about, I think a lot, especially I know in my industry with this, whole latest 10-year movement of coaching and counseling and different things like that. We about our money. And that's fine. You could be about your money, but every damn thing can't be about money. You ask me a question. I've heard some girls say, like, you can't even ask me a question. You got to pay $500, or here's my link if you want to ask me a question. Like, that's, sis, something is wrong with that. And I don't care what you say, and I don't care what your coach told you or whatever. Something is wrong with that. If I can't talk to you and ask you a question without you sending me a link to book an appointment or a consultation, then we got a problem. I'm better than that. I don't know about you, but I'm better than that. You know what I'm saying? And I know whatever I give out, that I'm going to receive back whatever I need. So it's not just about money. It's not just about clout chasing. It's not just about how many appointments you can get. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of sisters I see are out here doing, and to build these fake little sisterhoods. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about real sisterhoods, of people who care about each other, of sisters that care about each other, that are willing to go hard for each other, that need to get. Me and my daughter came down to. I'm in the my little business center today, right? Because I didn't want to be my home office. I just needed like a change of scenery, environment. I used to always do my lives in the business center. But anyway, I felt okay today. I said, let me come down here and do some work. And we came down this morning and we were doing some work. And it was something that we needed to get done that neither one of us could do, right? Could get done. So I told her, I said, look, stop. We going to throw some intent out there. We going to pray. We going to, we going to see where we need to be led to get this done. But I begin to think about it. If we had our sisterhood that I'm going to talk to you a little bit about built, we could call a sister and say, hey, sis, this is what we need done. Maybe she might have had those resources or that thing to be able to get stuff done. That's what I'm talking about. I know I'm kind of like all over the place, y'all. I'm so excited about it. I got like a second win about this in life, not only because it's my purpose, but because I feel like it's so needed in our community. And I think that we got to talk about it in a real way. It's got to be somebody that, now we can either seem like they have one extreme or another. You got somebody who's bashing you and cussing you out, or you got somebody who's all lilies and lollipops about it. And we need somebody right in the middle to kind of, put the realistic. We got to be realistic, about what's going on, to put the real on it. So I always thought that I was that girl that could do that, right? That could come and that could put the real on it. So again, everyone is included in this. We need everybody. I may be building, we have a nonprofit here, and we're doing a lot with the homeless now in our community, right? And I've had nonprofits for years, but we're working on this initiative, our Sisterhood Charlotte, and a lot of things are coming together. Maybe you might be in Georgia. You might be Sisterhood Georgia. Maybe you might be in New Jersey. You might be Sisterhood New Jersey. So there are different ways that we can partner together. I know we've talked about it before, that we can partner together and get some things done. And getting some things done, y'all, ain't always a big boom. Maybe getting some things done is paying for somebody's medicine. Getting some things done, feeding a family. Getting some things done, helping a mother, or helping a girl who needs to go to prom, or just, I think we've gotten so away from doing the little things, the things that I used to see my grandmother doing, feeding a family, taking in a crack patient, giving them a bath, like things you would be shocked of that we don't see today. Giving somebody a good word, a smile, a piece of pound cake. I'm telling you, my grandmother, my God rest her soul, Ruth Harris, had a pound cake ministry. Do you understand? Y'all know anything about the pound cake ministry? Y'all know I just put a joke in here, but do you know anything about the pound cake ministry? She had a whole ministry based on pound cakes. I mean, people just came and they got a word, they got a hug, and they got a slice of cake. There's no time I can remember in all of my years that she was alive that I would go to her house and there wouldn't be a cake on the table. If y'all got a grandma or had a big mama that had a pound cake ministry, put a one in there. Or put a pound cake, put a piece of cake, put an emoji. Let me know that you had a grandmama or a big mama that had a pound cake ministry. You feel me? I just want to know if y'all feel me. You know? So we've gotten away from doing those little things as a sisterhood, as the life givers in society, to doing all of these big things. You know what I mean? And I really do believe it came when, you know, we got a little bit more success, we got a little bit more education, we got a little bit more money, and we started getting our little Michael Kors bags and, you know, our Fendi and our Gucci and all those name brands. We got away from the thing that we used to do to keep our families together, right? So we're going to get back to that. We're going to get back to including everybody. Stop being so suchy much, because you ain't all that, sis. If nobody ever told you, I'm here to tell you today, you ain't all that. That part, period, with the PERIODT, period. You ain't all that. We need each other. There's something that you may have, like I said, that you need from me that I could give you, and I'd be happy to, and something that I might need from you that you can give to me, right? You understand? So stop being so nasty, and stop being so fake, and stop being so irate and irrational and all of those things, because your emotions are not managed and you've really been participating in unhealthy, dysfunctional behavior, and then you try to project it over here. We ain't going for that in the real sisterhood. You know, stop all the backbiting and the fighting and the clicking and the BS. And my BS is not the, you know, I say it, it's not the bullshit I'm talking about. I'm talking about the bondage and the struggle. Stop that BS, the bondage and the struggle. What's up, Derek? I see some of y'all men are in the room because, hey, maybe y'all want to understand what I'm talking about too, because it affects us all, right? The women as the life givers. So this culture, this essence of blackness, and like I had said earlier, you know, we got the sisters, that's the SISTERS, and then we got the sisters, that's what I'm talking about today, the SISTAHs, right? So we got the sisters, and then the sisters. You know, we got the sisters, man. We fancy. You understand what I'm saying? So breaking this down as a collective, these little individual sets, right? Y'all got sets, y'all got crews out there, and we need to come together. We need to come together and be one. The women, the woman, WOMB, helping each other and sustaining life with the womb that we have. That's the thing. You know, you gotta clean out your womb. You got to have no negative spiritual interference. So you got to clean those planes. All right. And that's a whole, I didn't even want to go there today. We're not talking about spiritual cleansing. We talked about that. We talked about that in January. We talked about that the beginning of the month when we talked about detoxing, but it's an ongoing thing for us to be able to do that. Right. So you to get totally in balance. So we're talking about today, if you just came in the room, a lot of you just came in the room. Cheryl just came in the room. Alton just came in the room. And we were talking about creating a real sisterhood today. What do we do and how do we do this, creating a new reality in today's society of Black women? How do we do that in today? If you guys got anything you want to say, any questions you wanted to answer, I want you to put it in here. I'm going to tell you one of the ways. I'm going to give you a solution. I usually don't get on here and talk about solutions, right? We do that privately. I'm talking about the overall aspect, breaking the issue open about understanding. We talked a little bit today about what the real sisterhood was first. That's what you got to understand. What is the real sisterhood? And then we talked a little bit about what was the sisterhood of yesteryear, why it was successful, things that they did. And then we talked about what we need to do today to move forward in a new reality, which was to deprogram, to reteach, retrain, and then implement a new model of success. So that's where we at. We also talked about how everyone was included, the different hoods, sets, neighborhoods, organizations, community organizations, the culture that we are in. We talked about that. We talked about the essence of our blackness, who we are, understanding, because that's really important. You got to know yourself. You have to have knowledge of self. You trying to have knowledge of me. You trying to have knowledge of myself. You trying to have knowledge of sis over here. You trying to have knowledge of herself. You trying to have knowledge of your husband. You trying to have knowledge of your boyfriend, your mama, your sister. No, sis, no. You got to have knowledge of yourself. You got to know who you are. You got to understand who you are, the technologies of who you are, and how that whole thing works. And then you can project the proper energy. And if you don't know, that's why we need to get you in a sisterhood so that we can teach you, so that we can train you, so that you can have a loving and a safe environment to be able to grow. That's one thing that we do need. We need environments that are safe, that we can grow in, that we're not judged in. I always say no judgment, no shame, no blame. I'm not judging you. I'm not blaming you. And I'm definitely not shaming you. You know, if there's anything that I could do to help you to get to another level of success, then that is what I'm going to do. What's up, Denisha? How you doing, my sis? So there's other ways than just, let's talk about some of the ways, okay? And y'all throw up any questions that you have. Let me see. Derek said, keep breaking. I'm going to read some of y'all comments. Derek said, keep breaking barriers, sister. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Regina Bailey said, oh, we need them all. I think she's talking about all of our sisters. We need them all. She also said, it's in the little things that you learn to become consistent in other things. Absolutely, Regina. She said, who is faithful in the least will be faithful in much more. Yes, I agree. I'm in total agreement with that. Falana said, everybody's resources should be shared. Definitely. How else did they do it in a village? Falana, how else did they do it? Everybody had to share. You had a little potatoes. I had a little greens. My sis might have had a little sugar. You know, somebody else had a little salt. Somebody else had a little meat or a little vegetables. We came together. We made a meal. That's how we got to think about it, about putting all of our ingredients together so that we can make something powerful. We could do something powerful. We could be something powerful. What's up, Angie? That's what, you know what, y'all? When I think about, and y'all know I'm getting excited about this. You can see my face light up. I swear, y'all, I am so passionate about speaking life into women. You know, I always tell the story, and I was under a tree. And I heard the divine essence, if you want to call it, or what we refer to as God, speak to me and tell me that I would be doing a lot of the things that I'm doing today. But basically, that particular conversation, I just kind of heard the spirit just tell me that I would. It was like I would be bringing, I don't remember the exact words, but like I would be bringing healing. Okay. All right. We still here. Yay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what happened, y'all. It was trying to reconnect. And I was praying. I was like, please, no. Because I don't want this to be broke up into two parts. Y'all still with me? Tell me y'all still with me. Somebody put up a 1. Please. Amaya, what's up? It's right. Okay, I can see action. I can see stuff going on. Oh my God. Let me tell you, I had got on the Wi-Fi because I was going to bring some of y'all in and on the business center's Wi-Fi, but I should have been on my own thing. Okay, y'all in here. So anyway, I was telling y'all the story about 10 years old, right? I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but I was 10 years old. I was under this tree. And, I kind of had a spiritual experience, and, it was like just telling me that I would be bringing healing to women, that was what I was called to do. And that is what I would do in life. Now, at 10 years old, I didn't really have vocabulary to articulate what I heard, but I knew what I felt in my spirit. And I didn't try to, act that out from that point on, but it was always showing up in my life. From that moment actually forward, there was a young girl, and I remember, and she was in my elementary school, and around that time, this must have been maybe 80s, maybe early 80s, I'll say. But around that time, a lot of people were getting on that crack that was whack. And her mama was on the crack, right? And she was very upset about it. You could see she was having a decline in grades and in school. And I was always deeply intuitive, but I didn't know that was what it was then. So I knew that something was wrong. And I wasn't really socially accepted in elementary school too. You will hear my whole life story soon about how I was bullied. But I had the heart to want to help this girl. And she came and she sat under the tree, and we were eating lunch, and she began to cry. And I just remember just rubbing her back like, what's wrong? And she wasn't a girl who was very nice to me. So that was what was strange about it. It was, I definitely knew it was a spiritual experience. And I said, what's wrong? And she began to tell me how her mom had left her, how she was on crack, how she was with different men and different things. And I just would begin to talk to her, just begin to minister in that moment. And it was such a peace. And, and she felt good. And she felt better in that moment. Now, she still treated me like a dog after that and began to go back with the cool kids and, begin to still bully me or whatever. But I knew that we had that experience under that tree. And that's how it all started for me. And here I am over 35 years later. Wow. Yeah, wow. Still doing it, still out here in these streets, still ministering to women, still calling women to the table, to the carpet, so that we can be together, sometimes telling them things that they don't want to hear. So I believe that is what I pride myself on being a good sister. I believe that's what building a sisterhood is about. Sisters like that who are not always going to tell you what you want to hear, but who are going to tell you what you need to hear. Then you got some sisters who are extra compassionate. You got some sisters who will nurture you really, really well. I got a big sister like that, and she got, let me see, 4 or 5 girls. And I had 2 girls. So it's like everything that I went through with my girls, she went through first. So it's like a mirror. So she would tell me, and she would mom me. Sometimes she would big sister me, but she would never bash me. Even when I wanted to, just be whatever. If I wanted to be mad or sad or cuss somebody out, or how we get. And I'm the type of sister, like, I'm just going to tell you the truth. Like, it might hurt your feelings right now, but it's going to save your life. So I'll just tell you the truth. And it might be, and I know how to season it now. I'm better at that. You know what I'm saying? I might give you a little sugar in there so that you can get it down. But I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to speak to you in love. So we got all these different types of beautiful sisters, and I am so excited about us reconnecting and about us building our sisterhoods. And that's what I wanted y'all to think about, because I want y'all to get back on y'all game. Now, let me tell you what I am doing. All right, now that's it. That's the lunch and learn. So you got to jump off. We're talking about this real sisterhood. You got any questions? Y'all know if y'all want to be anonymous too, you can always hit me in DM or Messenger, or email me at info@herbalancenaturals.com. I can't really type and do this right now. No, y'all know. So I'm gonna have to go back and put it on there. But if you want to get me, you know how to get me, right? And sometimes sisters are like, I feel a little shy. Malika, I didn't want to, ask you that on the live, and I didn't want nobody knowing who I was. So you could always ask me something very privately, and I can get back to you with any questions that you might have. Or you can ask me to, you bold enough, you can just ask me right now. And let me see what time it is. All right, we doing good. Ask me right now, and then I can always answer your questions. And let me tell you this, because some of y'all came in just to hear my big announcement that I'm making tonight at 7 p.m. If you're listening to this on the replay, you had to get off for any reason, come back at 7 p.m. and I'm going to be dropping what we are doing. So anyway, what I was saying is the lunch and learn is over. Y'all can go ahead back to lunch or do what you was doing. Now I'm going to be talking about what we're going to be doing to move forward. Okay, I'm going to be giving you this because I'm really excited about it, and I'm going to be telling what we are doing over here for sisterhood. And if you are interested in being a part of that, then reach out to me and we will get you connected. I'm going to drop the link. Let me see. I'll drop it tomorrow morning. No, probably tonight after I do the announcement. I will drop it tonight and you'll be able to sign up. So here's what I'm doing. Y'all know I have this whole, almost 30-year history in working with women in many different aspects. And, I've been out here in business, and I've been out here in ministry, and I've been out here in community work, and I've been out here in activism and doing a lot of different things. But all roads have always led to my work with women, and to women and for women. And now, I have this company called HerBalance Naturals. The little thing is inside of this pen somewhere. So one of the things that we are doing now in building our sisterhood, which is Sisterhood Charlotte, here where I live in North Carolina, right, is starting to do these what we call sisterhood projects. So every month or every other month, we don't really have like a what do you call it? A routine. You understand what I'm saying? It's needs based, and as things come up and as we feel it, that's what we do. So we're doing these sisterhood projects, and we are involved with several different organizations all over social media. This is really a social media movement in its own for melanated Black women. I repeat, now, it's not that I don't dislike another group of people that are not melanated, but I'm speaking to my people who are melanated. Okay, so women with melanin, a little bit, a lot, it don't matter. Black women, that's who I'm talking to, right? So we're doing these sisterhood projects all over, and we're getting women to develop these other networks of sisterhood projects. Like I said, the home base, what do they call it? The headquarters will be Sisterhood Charlotte, where I live. Sisterhood. I said sisterhead. We really are the head, but anyway, sisterhood. And I'm talking about hood, y'all. I'm not talking about hood. I'm talking about hood, HOOD, right? For my neighborhood, right? So Sisterhood Charlotte doing these projects to help empower women and different things like that. One of the things, this is very exciting, that we're going to be doing, the first thing launches on May the 16th. Okay, so I want you to write that date down. It's going to be May the 16th. Now listen what we're getting into. Nobody knows this. You're the first to hear it. Listen what we're getting into. We getting ready to launch something called Love Your Black Man. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Love Your Black Man. Somebody type that in the comments for me. Love yo, not yo, not your, yo. Love your black man. No, love your black man, okay? And we are going to be doing something called 30 Things Black Men Need to Hear from Black Women. Again, 30 things Black men need to hear from Black women. I'm not going to go into the whole thing because I'm going to talk about that tonight at 7 o'clock. But that is going to be on May 16th. And that's a webinar. And we're going to get our sisters on here. And we're going to be dropping it like it's so very hot. Okay, about these 30 things that Black men need to hear from Black women. Okay, that's May 16th, this webinar. Now, after that webinar, we're going to be taking these women from that webinar and other places. So you don't have to be married. You could be married. You could be single. You could have a partner. It would be best to have a partner after the webinar, because we're going to be putting you in a group which is called Love Your Black Man. Now, I'm going to be doing all the work on this today, so don't go looking for it right now thinking you can get into it, because it's locked and you can't, okay? It's going to be a very closed, very exclusive thing, because we're going to be, the stuff we're going to be getting into in that, but we're going to be in this Facebook group, and we're going to be we're going to be sharing how to love your black man, okay? So we're going to take you got it? We got the webinar that's on May 16th. Then after the webinar, we're going to be in our Love Your Black Man group. And what we're going to do in that group for 30 days is we're going to be implementing what we learned on that webinar. And we going to see. We going to come to the table. We going to really see if these 30 things, y'all going to be able to hold Malika to it, if these 30 things really work. So yes, yes, and yes. I can't give you all the deets, but I'm dropping it here first. Like it's hot. I got a wait list already of women who like, yo, Malika, put me in there. That's going to be really dope. And we're going to build this sisterhood. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And it's going to be our little community, right? Our little hood, our little cultural organization, activism. We're going to do some other things too. But that's one of our first sisterhood initiatives, sisterhood project initiatives. Is going to be around loving your black man. Yes, I said it. Yes, I did. We're going to love him. We're going to learn how to love him. We're going to love him back to life. Now, I'm not talking about the BS, okay? I'm not talking about the bondage and the struggle and just the black women who don't want to love you back and who don't want to act right. I'm not talking about that. I am talking about a whole nother set and series of things it's going down, 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 down. So we're going to be doing that. And then another sisterhood initiative, some of you may or may not know, in 2012, I was diagnosed with lupus nephritis. It had completely killed my kidneys and put me in end-stage renal failure, okay? But the lupus was healed. I healed myself through, let me see how I can say it on here. Holistic health and wellness, okay? And as of today, 2019, there is no trace of lupus at all within my bloodstream. Sometimes lupus can go dormant and it's there, it's just not active. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about it's not at all in my bloodstream, okay? And so I can definitely help you with that and other chronic illnesses. I've been working with women for the last 7 years doing that. So what we're going to do is May is Lupus Awareness Month, and another one of our sisterhood projects is going to be supporting our sisters with this disease that is an epidemic. Do you understand now? It is an epidemic for black women. Lupus happens between the ages of 18 and 41, which most women are diagnosed with it. It's still very mysterious. People don't understand where it's coming from. I understand this from the science side, from the research side, from the development side, from the natural homeopathic side of me being in holistic medicine, health, and nutrition. So I know a lot about it. So we're going to be doing something to help support our sisters during that month. No walk. Don't worry about it. Don't get scared. We don't need no t-shirts because we ain't doing no walk. We ain't doing that over here. Maybe some of y'all other sisterhood initiatives can do that, but we ain't doing no walk over here. We're going to be doing something else that we can just do from, we keyboard thugs over here. We just get on the computer. You understand? We moving with the new technology, millennial stuff over here. So anyway, we are going to be, what's up, Rodell? Came in, show. How you doing? So that's what we're going to be doing for our sisterhood projects in May. And then I got some other stuff for y'all, some real good stuff. But I'm just talking about May because y'all get too overwhelmed and then y'all don't want to do nothing. So tonight at 7 p.m., I'm going to be giving all the deets. If you're interested in knowing more about that, loving your black man and coming into our little community and just coming into our sisterhood. Now, Malika is not talking about nothing that, come on now. You done seen me. If you've been with me any length of time, I've been on social media since 1998. Like one of the first ones on here. Like I had a MySpace page, all that. Black Planet, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Before Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I had my own website before we had all of this. So I've been on here a real long time. You've seen me build community after community after community of women. You remember I had I still have, that was my signature company, Real Woman's Guide. I does this. Not only do I understand how to do this, understand the psychology, the mentality of women, like I does this for real, in real life. This is my real life. This is not something I just got to do to come on here and talk to you and try to get something from you or you to buy my stuff. Like I does this. Okay? Yeah, I can say that with confidence. Like I'm a does this gangster of women. I'm a women's gangster. I'm out here in these streets for y'all. So I need y'all to come and just support me. Just come through. You know what I mean? Just hear what we talking about and how you can get involved. It's always, I have a fun personality, outgoing. People don't believe it. I'm really a true introvert, but I'm social. I'm like a social introvert. It's weird. Like I get out here and do what I need to do. But after I'm done, I'm going to be back by myself with my laptop by the pool. So I like everything we do. I got a real young energy. People tell me like, Dad, you don't look a day over, 25, but you got to add some 20s to the 25. You see all these gray hair. You see them. Okay, so I might look young, but I just got a young energy. You know what I'm saying? So I like everything we do to be, The phone is going to try to die. I'm getting off anyway. I like everything we do to be fun, for us to have fun, for it to be real, for it to be relevant. So when I tell y'all we're going to come into this sisterhood, we're going to kill it out here. We're going to do what we need to do. We're going to build villages. We're going to build communities. We're going to give love. We're going to give life. We're going to send positive light and energy. And this is going to be off the hook. So get ready. For those of you who think it's over and you just sad and you depressed, let me be the messenger that's sent into your life today. To sometimes you just need a something. You know what I mean? I've been there. I've been low. I felt low. I felt like this is it. And ain't gonna be no more of it, and I'm out of here. And just that messenger of light just comes. And it's like sometimes you just need to be given something to do. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope that y'all sisters, I know y'all will, because y'all some real ones. We gonna build communities of real ones, and we gonna come together and we gonna do some real awesome, amazing things. So I love you all. I am gonna upload this, not today, probably tomorrow. I'll upload it to my YouTube page. That's another thing. I had to create a whole new YouTube page. I was being stalked, harassed, and slandered by these crazy of crazies on YouTube. So I don't use my Malika L. Anderson page anymore. And I'm still trying to figure out how to delete it. But I got a new page called Malika Speaks. So if you are on YouTube, which is a whole nother community, even if you're not, I take all my videos from Facebook and then all other kinds of stuff I talk about, and I put it on my YouTube page. So let me see if I could, well, I'll do it when we get off. So go over there and subscribe to my YouTube page. And then if y'all got any questions, then I'll answer them. If not, we're going to go. I love you. Let me see. Put the comments back. Y'all got any questions? I'm going to wait. Let me see. Falana said something. I could read some questions. Angela said a hodgepodge of resources. Okay. And Falana said the division is so unnecessary. There's enough of everything to go around. I believe it. Falana, we all can eat out here. I don't know why we be in this poverty, scarcity mentality. Like, no, there's an abundance, sis. And then, sis, what you ain't got, I got you. We got to go back to I got you. I want y'all real ones to put, come on, let's leave it now. I want to leave on a high, positive note. I want y'all to put in the comments, if you still here, I got you. Sis, I got you. Write it in there. I want you to put, sis, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it too, y'all. I'm going to do it. I want you to put, sis, I got you. Because I just feel that. I feel that in my spirit right now. We need to go back. Let's let each other know we love each other. Sis, I got you. And I'm going to put 100, 100, 100. Heart, heart, heart. Purple, purple, purple for my lupus warrior. Strong, strong, strong. Okay. I think I could pin it too, y'all. Ashley came in. What's up, Ashley? Almost came in. Oh, some more y'all came in. Hey, boo, hey. Okay, I'm going to try to pin this, y'all. Okay, I pinned this. So I want y'all to put that in the comments. Robert came in. Sis, I got you. Letting your sister know I got you no matter what. You don't got to be scared. It ain't no lack. We got to be able to call it. Yo, if I ain't got medicine, I need to be able to call one of y'all. Yo, sis, I need that money. And that's what I forgot to say that too, y'all. For our lupus initiative for May, what we're going to do is we're going to sell, I'll make a lupus butter, a specialized butter for pain. And it's kind of like the CBD oil, if you've heard anything about that, but it is for pain. And so we want to do that. We want to get that into the hands of people who have lupus to help them a little bit with their pain. And, I'm sorry, y'all. A call came through. Hope y'all can still hear. And what we're going to do with the proceeds of that is we're going to be paying for people who are needing to get diagnosed with lupus and need to get a blood panel. And they make you pay for that. We're going to be paying for some blood panels and paying for copays for medicine. Right? So back to what I was saying. I hate when a call comes through. Then it kind of like stops everything. I put the do not disturb one. Anyway. Y'all know I'm A-type personality, so it irks me. But anyway, I ought to be able to call you and say, look, I need $10 for my copay. We got to be able to call each other, or hey sis, I'm about to run out. You know what I'm saying? I don't get my EBT. I don't get my, whatever it is for you. I don't get my check. I need. Could I hold something? Could I hold something, sis? We can't even do that with each other anymore. Tell me I ain't got it. No, you do got it. If you put some of them Michael Kors bags, you put some of them Chanel bags up on that eBay, you'd have it. Sell some of them red bottoms, then we'd have it. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference between I ain't got. I hate when people do that. It's like, could I hold? I don't really got it. Do you got it or don't you? What's I ain't really got it? Never understood what I ain't really got it was. Like, you got it, but you can't give it. Like, say what it is. Mean what you say and say what you mean. What's up, Pearl? All right. That's right. I don't see them sisters. I got you. Maybe I can't see it. Okay. Reset it and deset it. Uh-oh. It went out, y'all. Hold on. I got to put the thing back on the light. Let me move over here to the charger. I'm sorry. I told y'all I'm in the little business center today. I'm about to go by the pool, and I'm going to take my daughter to lunch. Bonding activities. Let me turn around. I didn't get to our bonding activities. That's another thing with the sisterhood, right? Bonding. We need to, I'm sorry, y'all, the light from the window. I'm going to get off. We need to go back to bonding. But anyway, we're going to be doing all that with the sisterhood. But I love y'all. I'm going to let you go because I think I've been on here long enough. And when the phone gets all charged up and I get back to my computer, I'll answer all your questions. And we can just cut up in the comments, okay? I love y'all. Have a great day. And don't forget, tonight at 7 o'clock. Now, I dropped it with y'all. Y'all know the big secret, okay? Y'all know what we're going to be doing. But I'm going to be giving more details and explaining how, look, I want to get the good light. I want to get the good light over here. Okay, hey. I want to get, I know I'm goofy. I'm going to give y'all the details and all that tonight. All right. So I will see y'all back here at 7, 8 o'clock tonight. Bye.